What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Live. As usual, I'm your host, Patrick Hennessy. We got the Yankees pregame today. The Yankees are back in the Bronx, 100% capacity. You love to see it. Going up against the Oakland Athletics. Starting a 3-game set in the Bronx. Nice weekend series. Tonight is a night game, and then I believe tomorrow and Sunday are both day games. So, yeah, we got that tonight. Hopefully the Yankees can keep up their 3-game winning streak. Would love to see that. But appreciate everybody for stopping by. It is 6 o'clock on Thursday, June 18th. Yankee game starts in like less than an hour. But before we get into anything, let's take attendance/roll call. You guys know the deal by now. We got Larry's treasures. Still don't know what his treasures are, but I hope they're good. Yoelvis, Martin, Freddie, Stevie Bats, Lori, Majestical Chicken, love the name, Big Brain Borg. We got Martin, Yoelvis, Nosferatu. We got Johnny in the chat. Shout out to Johnny, best mod out there. I see Ed King, Daniel. Who else? We got Matt, Christopher, Leanna, Jesse Dominguez, Yankees Highlights, KG Baseball, Bright, David, Jesse Sanchez, Connor, Not So Family Fun Vision. We got Christopher, Austin, Ed, Isak. I'm sorry if I just butchered your name. Sorry if I missed anybody. Hope everyone enjoyed their days so far. Hopefully we don't have any heartbreak tonight. I hope not. But also, kind of before we get into anything, you guys know the deal. Bronx Zoom, great book about the 2020 Yankees season. You guys can check out the link in the description. Use code Unhinged30 at checkout for 30% off. Great book, hardcover, bang. I believe after the discount, it comes out to like $19, so not too bad of a deal. Also, if you guys do that, make sure you kind of like send me a screenshot of your order confirmation, and I'll hook you guys up with a 30% off code for unhingedclothing.shop. I'll hook you guys up with that. And also, kind of before we get into the Yankee game for tonight, I realized you can now make polls on YouTube streams. I didn't know that before. As you guys could see, there's a poll. How many runs will Tyone give up tonight? 62% of you guys said over 3, 38% said under 3. I had no idea you could put polls on YouTube. It might be something new. We used to do it on Twitch all the time, but it's cool we could do it on YouTube now. That'll help out a bunch for like player of the game or like just other stupid stuff. But let's take a look at the Yankees lineup before we get too deep into anything. I'm pretty sure you guys are already going to know this. I hate tonight's lineup. This is like one of my least favorite lineups in a while. Like I'm actually visibly disgusted looking at this lineup. So DJ LeMahieu's leading off. You got Judge 2. Torres is 3 in the 3-hole. I'm actually surprised that Glaber's in the lineup today. Not too bad. But Stanton in the 4-hole. Gio 5, and then things start to get bad. You got Odor in the 6-hole. Andujar 7, which I like. I do like Andujar in left field, I'll say that. But then you got Higgy catching, and then Gardner in center. I have so many things where I'm pissed off about today's lineup. Let's run through them, chat. Let's run through them a little bit. Odor, trash. Rougned Odor is just not good. It's as simple as that. I don't know how he finds a way in the lineup every single day over Gittins and Wade and even Hoy-Jun Park at this point, bro. Just call the dude up. He's raking in AAA. But yeah, no, Odor, get out of here. And then Kawagashioka, listen, I could kind of understand why the Yankees might have started Higgy tonight, simply because I guess they want Gary to catch the next 2 days. So they don't really want Gary catching a day game after a night game. So I guess they kind of prefer the Domingo and Gary relationship over the Tyone and Gary relationship, which would happen tonight. But on the flip side of things as well, Brett Gardner is in that 9-hole and playing center field. Why does Brett Gardner play every single day now? Can someone explain this to me? I'm not trying to hate on Brett Gardner, but why does he play every single day? I don't understand. Clint Frazier has not started a game in almost a full week at this point. When was the last time we saw Clint Frazier start, guys? I think because Tuesday was the last time we saw Clint in general. That was when he had that pinch hit double that kind of won the Yankees the game. But Monday was an off day. Did he start last Sunday? Did he start Sunday? Because if so, that's probably the last time that we saw the dude start a game, which is sickening at this point. I don't know what the Yankees are doing. I don't know if any members of the media are asking them what they're doing as far as Clint goes, but he was actually starting to turn it around a little bit before they benched him. I want to look at his splits really quick, just so I could kind of get a glimpse of how he was performing before they just decide to bench him for a week. I know he's not having the best season, but I mean, damn, they're actually like ripping this dude apart. In his last All right, this is actually making me sick. In Clint's last 20 games, he's actually batting .259 with a .355 on base and a .707 OPS. That's not bad. In his last 20 games, Clint has been a serviceable outfielder. Now, I actually want to compare that to, like, Brett Gardner and Rougned Odor's last 20 games, because there's no way that they've been, like, substantially better than Clint Frazier. There's just actually no way. Let me see. Bro, we're doing so much research today. Here we are on a Friday late afternoon. We're doing research when it comes to the Yankees. So, this is actually interesting. In Brett Gardner's last 23 games, he's batting .246 with a .362 on base and an .801 OPS. So the OPS is about 100 points higher, but he has just about the same on base and just about the same batting average as well. And as far as Rougned Odor goes, in his last 20 games, he is batting .219 with a .254 on base and a .644 OPS. So that means that kind of Clint Frazier has been just as good as Brett Gardner in his last 20 games and much better than Rougned Odor. However, he gets half the amount of playing time as both of them. It's so weird. I really don't get it. I don't know. Let's flip back to the regular screen here. Let's get the big screen going. But as far as who the Yankees have on the mound tonight, that is Jameson Taillon. I think you guys all remember the last time Jameson Taillon had to start with the Yankees. It wasn't too good. I believe that was on Sunday when he gave up, what was that, like 5 earned runs in the first or something like that? He didn't make it out of the first inning. I think he recorded like 1 out or something stupid like that. Let me pull up his game log from the Philly start. He recorded 1 out. He gave up 4 earned runs on 5 hits, just 1 walk. His ERA for the season is now a 5.74. But then again, at the same time, his splits are much better at home this season, so if anybody wants to have any sort of confidence going into this game, it would be because of that. As far as his home road splits, they're ridiculously drastic when it comes to Jameson Taillon. In 7 starts at home this season, he's 1-1 with a 3.2 ERA, only 13 runs given up in 36 and a third innings. However, you kind of look at his road starts. He's made 5 starts on the road so far this season. He has an 11.12 ERA on the road. He's 0-3. He's given up 21 earned runs in 17 innings. Damn. That's bad. That's really, really bad. But listen, Daniel said, "Yo, Pat, where can I get that fire shirt?" You guys know, unhingedclothing.shop. The link is in the description. I believe this shirt's only like $10. So it's a nice purple shirt. You know, purple, change up the colors for the summer. Listen, you guys probably see me wearing like every different color shirt, like as the weeks go by. I love like adding all different colors to my wardrobe, bro. It's as easy as that. Look at that. Johnny throwing the link in there too, unhingedclothing.shop. I'm actually dropping all new clothes. Next month, we have like a whole new collection coming out. It's like kind of like punky. So if you guys are into that kind of style, stay tuned. You guys are going to see me wearing it a bunch though. Jonathan says, "I think Clint might be on the trade block, and they're probably keeping him from potentially getting hurt." It's possible, but then again, like, if he is on the trade block, you would want him to kind of keep building up his value before it just turns to nothing. Because right now, if the Yankees were trying to trade Clint Frazier, other teams are going to be looking at him, and they're basically going to be saying, like, look, why would we want to trade for this guy if he hasn't even played a major league game in over a week? It's as simple as that. If he would be so valuable to our organization trading for him, why in the hell are you not starting him? Like, does anyone else see where I'm coming from here? The Yankees are just killing Clint's trade value. So if they did want to trade him, now they're actually getting nothing for him. It's disgusting, but it is what it is at this point. But what else you guys want to talk about today? Hit me with some comments in the chat. Hit me with some questions, comments, concerns, anything. We got like 20-something minutes to go for the pregame, so just hit me with anything. I'm kind of done ranting about the whole Odor, Gardner, Clint situation. Pisses me off. I feel like we rant about it every single day. Clint Frazier is just clearly not going to start on this team, so I've given up on it. I say this all the time. It's like a toxic relationship. I'd like to see him succeed elsewhere, and I wish the best for him. I really do. Love Clint, and I'm kind of hoping that he has like a tell-all book that comes out eventually. I really hope he does. Also, yo, Johnny, if you're in the chat, which I think you are, let me know if you have the ability to put polls. If you have the ability to put polls, that could be huge, because that could be like, yo, Johnny, throw up a poll about, like, whether or not Brett Gardner goes yard tonight. I don't know. Something stupid like that. But, yeah. Martin says, hey, Pat, who in the Oakland lineup scares you the most? For me, it's Olsen. He's power, left-handed back, could do damage in Yankee Stadium. I should probably check out the A's lineup for tonight because I don't know exactly who they are starting. But, yeah, Olsen is definitely a pick to be concerned about. He has a beautiful swing for Yankee Stadium. However, like, the A's have a good lineup, but at the same time, it's like none of them really scare me too much, only because I feel like every time they come to the Bronx, we just dominate them, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Yankees are pretty good in the Bronx against the Oakland A's. Maybe also because I'm just thinking about the American League wildcard game from 2018. But yeah, let's look at the A's lineup for tonight. Looks like they have Mark Canha leading off, Ramon Laureano, Matt Olson, Mitch Moreland, forgot they had him, Jed Lowry, Matt Chapman, Sean Murphy, Tony Kemp, and Elvis Andrews. Yeah, solid lineup, but nothing too crazy. Like, none of those guys are anyone like a Vlad Guerrero Jr., who I'm going to be, like, terrified every time they step into the box. It's not that case, but they do have, like, a sneaky good lineup for sure. Pat Soggy Chicken Bucket says they did the same thing to Talkman before they traded him. It's kind of true. That is kind of true. But then again, at the same time, like, it's literally like, bro, who's your fourth outfielder in that situation? Does Tyler Wade just become, like, the fourth outfielder? Because right now, like, Clint Frazier, I would say he's the Yankees' fourth outfielder in, like, an emergency situation, which we didn't think it would kind of come to that. I thought him and Brett Gardner were going to be splitting some time in center field, but clearly that's not the case. Clint just gets no playing time. It's sickening, but it is what it is. Let's see. Fletcher says, what happened to Sevy after his rehab? I believe he pulled his groin, and he's going to be out for, like, another month or so. So he's going to have to rehab that, and then he has to, like, build up his arm strength once again. Bro, my sideburns are, like, really pissing me off. They're, like, sticking out for no reason. Moving on. But let's see. Daniel says, petition to bring back Twitch streams. We want Peter back. Donating $50 every stream. Listen, if you guys are telling me if I bring back the Twitch streams, you're going to donate $50 every time I go live on Twitch, I'd probably do it. Like, I'd probably do it. But see, the thing is about Twitch, like, it's not even, like, the money aspect of things. It's just, like, it's the time consumption. Like, I don't think you guys realize, like, after the pregame and then the game and then the postgame, it's already, like, 11:30, 12. And then we usually have to do the pre-recorded episode after the postgame ends. So by the time I would be streaming on Twitch, I wouldn't start until, like, 12:30. By the time we wrap things up, it's, like, 1:30. It's tough to do Twitch. It really is, especially during the season. Daniel's saying, no, I'm saying Peter does every stream. I think Peter kind of gave up on streaming himself, but I'll definitely ask him about it. But Matthew says, from 2018 to 2019, 3 of the Yankees' 4 wins against Oakland at Yankee Stadium were walk-offs. Their 2 losses were 10-5, and 8-2. That's what I'm saying, bro. I mean, the Yankees, I feel like in the past few years, they have done very well against Oakland. Very well. That's why going into the 2018 wildcard game, I wasn't concerned whatsoever. It seems like every time the Yankees go into a wildcard game, besides 2015, they're going up against a team that we're fairly confident we're going to beat, right? 2017, we almost were guaranteed to beat the Twins. Had a little bit of a scare in the first inning there, but they rebounded pretty nicely. But let's kind of talk about this series coming up and kind of how important it is, right? I think we went through the pitching matchups yesterday. Today is Caprillion, former Yankee farmhand. He was traded to the A's in the Sonny Gray deal a couple years ago. Dealt with some injuries his entire career, so I guess shout out to him for making it to the bigs. So it's Caprillion versus Tyone today. Tomorrow is Chris Bassett versus Herman, and then Sunday is Manaea versus Montgomery. So listen, I talked about this last night. The Yankees truly need to have a good series against the A's. Bro, I don't know why. Like, every time I try to say, like, the Athletics, I always try to shorten it to A's, and then, like, my brain gets all messed up. Like, yo, Pat, say the Athletics. Yo, Pat, say the A's. But I think for now on, I'm just gonna call them the A's for the rest of the stream. Yeah, rest of today we're gonna call them the A's. But yeah. So I think they just need to put up, like, a good effort against them, to be honest. It's a really good team. I believe they're 43-27, first place in the American League West by how many games? I'm not too sure, but probably a little bit amount at this point. They're up by 2 from the Astros. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun series. I think the Yankees kind of have to prove their worth. But something else that we kind of have to take into account for tonight in this series in general, even moving forward, right? The Yankee Stadium's at 100% capacity. That's huge. The Bronx is going to be blasting tonight. Literally, the Bronx is going to be on fire for the first time since 2019, and you really love to see it. If anybody's going to the game tonight, definitely enjoy. It's gonna be fun for sure. Yeah, I'm really happy to see the Yankees back at 100%. Let's see what else we got. Matt says, Pat, please answer this. Clint's trade value is the value of a pair. Basically, yeah, the Yankees have probably brought his trade value down to that of a pair, for sure. THG says, hashtag bring back Peter streams. Not so fun Vision says, Peter. Who's Peter? Peter's just one of my friends. He's from the Twitch streams that we used to do. I was actually with Peter today. That's actually funny. But Freddie says, Lori, I'm Dracula by the time games are over and see the sunrise. That's actually crazy. I go to sleep like around that time too. Like I go to sleep around like 5:36, which is actually sickening. Chat, I don't suggest anybody doing it. I get like 5 hours of sleep every night. But I could only imagine having to watch the Yankees until that time. I would probably lose my mind. But listen, shout out to you, Freddie. Let's see. Yankee fan says, Pat, hot take. The Yankees make a trade today or tomorrow. Listen, I would love to see it. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. But if the Yankees do trade Clint, it'll be like the Mike Tauchman deal, right? It would be very upsetting. But at the end of the day, I would still be happy for Clint just because he'd be getting an opportunity to play elsewhere. And I think that's kind of like the key. As long as he's happy, I'm happy, right? I don't know. Pat Soggy Chicken Bucket says score prediction 18-1 Yanks. I like that. And Not So Family Fun Vintage says, Pat, you look like spaghetti. Oh, you look like you like spaghetti. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm half Italian, so if that's kind of what you're getting at, yeah. Half Italian, half Irish. Let's go. Bang. But listen, shout out to Jesus Travels with the $5 donor. Appreciate you, Jesus. He says, LMAO, I wouldn't even give a pair for Frazier because he sucks. What's up, Pat? I'm back hating Frazier 100%. Let's go, Yanks, and whoop some ass. Listen, shout out to you, Jesus. It's not an unhinged stream unless we get a dono from Jesus saying how much he hates Clint. I think, listen, Jesus would be enthused if the Yankees find a way to trade Clint Frazier. Give me those Brian Ferry guns. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go. Appreciate the dono, Jesus. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens with Clint. It's kind of hard to hate the dude when he hasn't played, though. He hasn't really done anything wrong. But then again, he hasn't got the opportunity to. So, I don't know. Judge Hader says, 100% capacity, yeah, Yankees need to put on a show today. Okay, I've never asked him this before. Why are you a Judge Hader? Like, what is there to hate about Aaron Judge? He's probably one of the most likable dudes in all of baseball. It's sad. Like, I love Aaron Judge, and the fact that you're a Judge hater makes me want to cry. I'm sorry. But THE says, Pat, random question. Is Anthony no longer a member of the Unhinged Media team? We have a lot of guys who are no longer members of the Unhinged Media team. But, yeah, Anthony is not a member of, like, the on-air content. Anthony writes articles occasionally. But, yeah. Shout out to Jesus with another $2 dono. Appreciate you, Jesus. You're the man. He says, by the way, I just bought the Bronx Zoom. Jesus, you're a legend. If you use discount code Unhinged30 for 30% off, definitely shoot me a message on like either like Discord or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, and I can hook you up with a discount code for unhingedclothing.shop. Appreciate you, Jesus. Not So Fame Fun Vision says, I hate Judge because of Dan. What? Not So Family Fun. Why? Like, why? What did Dan ever do to you? Dan loves Judge, okay? For anybody who doesn't know, I'm sorry. But, yeah, just saying. Let's see. Halil says, hot take, during tonight's game, Andujar gets traded during the game, and it's a big one. Bro, I don't know if Halil has, like, some inside sources that I should know about, but this is a real hot take. He has Andujar getting traded mid-game. What? How? But Jesus says, remember, I have no social media. Jesus, do you have an email? You could email me. The email is in the description as well. Should be at the bottom. unhingedservice@gmail.com. Big Brain Borg says, Pat, do you run Unhinged? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Kanye East says, a great name, by the way. Are we forgetting that Clint was very good last year? We saw Gary Sanchez play very poor last year, but he was given a chance to redeem himself this year, and he has succeeded. We shouldn't give up on him. This is exactly what I'm saying. Gary Sanchez was awful last year, right? God awful. But the Yankees still kind of stuck with him as time went on. Going into this season, he was still their starting catcher. And even when he was rough at the beginning of this season, they still kind of gave him the opportunities. And it's weird just to see that they're not really doing the same for Clint Frazier, but we can't be surprised, right? I don't want to spend this whole stream talking about how much the Yankees hate Clint Frazier, but it's very evident now that the Yankees clearly don't like him as much as the fan base does, and it is what it is. It is what it is. But THG says, Pat is numero uno when it comes to the Unhinged media team. Yeah, I am unhinged, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, it's just me. Everyone else that comes on, they're just kind of just co-hosts. They kind of don't really have much to do with the back end kind of things. But let's see. Jesse Dominguez says Yankees lineup will rake tonight with 4 doubles, 5 singles, 6 walks, 7 home runs. Bro, my man went 4, 5, 6, 7. Big fan of that. Love numbers. But Jesus with another $5 dono. Appreciate you, Jesus. Jesus is rolling tonight. Love you, Jesus. I guess Jesus is kind of like in a good mood because Clint Frazier hasn't played in a little while. So he's like, you know what? I'm just going to throw my wallet at Pat. But give me those Brian Fairing guns. Bang, bang, bang. Appreciate you. He says, my brother did that family tree heritage thing. Turns out I'm 15% Italian. Let's go. And yes, I can talk for hours how I hate Frazier. LMAO. Let's go. That's actually awesome. If you're talking about that ancestry thing where I think you spit in a tube or something and then you ship it out to some lab somewhere and then they tell you what your percentages are, if you're actually what you think you are. I've always wanted to do that, but then I remember I watched this video on YouTube and it's it's a conspiracy theory, they're collecting your saliva. I was like, all right, what are we doing? I think it was a Shane Dawson video back when Shane Dawson was not canceled years ago. But we're way off topic here. But let's see. Let's make some predictions as far as today's game goes. Let's do that. Let me pull up the lineup. Let's make our home run predictions. It's always fair enough to do that. Chat, throw in the chat who you guys think are going yard tonight. I think I got to go with the usual. I think we're going to go with Judge. Always got to go Judge. And then let's pick one more. Let me pull up the matchups to see how the Yankees... Actually, no, the Yankees have never even faced Caprillion before, so we can't really see that. Let's go Judge and Andujar. I'm going to go Judge and Miggy. I think Judge definitely... There's no way Judge doesn't go yard tonight. I think he's just going to show up in the moment and he's going to see the stadium at 100% capacity. He's bound to crack one tonight. And Miggy, I think he's kind of due. He hasn't had a home run in a couple days. Looking at the chat and their predictions, you guys I see a bunch of Odors, which is actually surprising. I thought you guys hated Odor. But I see Miggy, Glaber, Gardy. Who else? I see Judge, Stanton. Wow, Jesse Sanchez has Judge, Stanton, Miggy, Torres, and Odor. I like that. Odor's definitely due. Odor and Stanton. Adrian says Judge has been garbage lately. I mean, Judge hasn't been fantastic, but I don't think he'd say means garbage. I see Judge, Gio, DJ. Pat Saki, Chicken Bucket, still sticking with that 18-1 final score. Blowout. Miggy, Higgy, Judge, Torres, Homer. Tyone goes 7 innings and 1 run. Let's go. I love the confidence in you. It reeks. It reeks off the Chicken Bucket. But, yeah, listen, I see a lot of you guys are going with Odor. I wish I could be as confident in Rugnetto's door as you guys are. I'm just not. So shout out to him, though. I hope he does well. But let's kind of pop back to the regular screen here. Shout out to Jesus Chavez with another $2 dono. Jesus, you're the legend, bro. Jesus the legend in the chat. He says, I'll take Odor over Frazier anytime. Odor and Judge. Bro, I don't think Jesus has had one donation where he didn't mention Judge in there. Let's go. Appreciate you. Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to Jesus with a $2 dono. Also, shout out to Leanna with the $1 super chat. Appreciate you, Leanna. Bang, bang, bang. Give me those Brian finger guns. Run them back for Leanna's dono. Let's go. Let's go, Brian. But let's see. Also, chat, tomorrow. Who's going to be on the... Brian's going to be on the pregame tomorrow. And then Sean's going to be on the pregame Sunday. Tomorrow and Sunday's pregame are both going to be at 12 p.m. I know a lot of you guys aren't really around for those early streams, but they're fun. They're fun. I know the weekend mornings aren't really like the best time to be doing pregame streams, but since we have Brian and Sean coming on this weekend, it should be fun. Let's see. THG says, Judge's garbage is nowhere near as bad as Gary's or Odor's bad. That's very true. That is very true. Judge's bad is like Brett Gardner's peak. And I'm not even trying to take a shot at Brett Gardner. It's just true. Fletcher says, I live in New Zealand, and the games play at daytime for us, so you don't need to stay up. That's actually really cool. What time is it in New Zealand right now? If it's 6:30 in New York, this is when we head to Google. What time is it in New Zealand? Wow, it's 10:30 a.m. in New Zealand right now. Oh my God. Damn, so my man wakes up early for the games. So basically every single game's like a day game. I would cry myself to sleep every single day. And I agree. I agree with Jordan. I hate 1 p.m. starts. I'm such not a fan of it because, chat, hear me out like when I say this. I go to sleep at like 5:30 or 6. I wake up I have to, like, for the day games, I wake up at like 11 because I got to like prepare like for 12 o'clock. Like that's when we go live. Bro, it's not fun getting like 4.5 hours of sleep. It's just not. But Freddie says it's 1:30 a.m. here in Turkey. Fletcher says 10:30 a.m. here. Wow, you guys are worldwide. You guys are awesome. I love our chat, bro. That made me feel so nice. Damn. But Not So Family Fun Vintage says, Pat, who was your favorite math teacher if you had one? Okay, true story. You guys are going to get like a fun little Pat story time here. Freshman year of high school, I had, what? I think I was geometry. I think it was a geometry class. And I was really bad. I was really bad in math. And I was on the baseball team, and kind of like as the baseball team, I had to give the teacher a permission slip because I had to leave early. It was the last period class, so I could go to a game, whatever. And she signs it, no problem. Another girl goes up to her to sign the permission slip. She goes, no, you can't miss class time. But she's like, the girl's like, yo, you just signed Patrick's permission slip, though. And then the teacher's like, well, Patrick's a lost cause. It doesn't matter if he's in class or not. That's stuck with me. That stuck with me, and maybe that's why I'm bad at math, because my teacher just never had faith in me. Yeah, she also, I mean, she called me a lost cause. She said I was basically just, I had no hope in math. So maybe that's like why I'm where I'm at now, right? Just always turning this into a math pod. But Austin says, Pat, I'm in Spain. Shout out to Austin. Bro, Unhinged International is right. Shout out to Jonathan. We're all over the world here. We got New Zealand covered. We got Australia covered. We got Turkey covered. Spain covered. All of America covered. You guys are the best. But Majestical Chicken says it's 6:30 over here on my couch. Fair enough. Not So Family Fun Vision says she wasn't wrong. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh man. Andrew says Toronto's in the same time zone as New York. That's cool. Martin says, I'm from Mexico. That's fire. Matt says, Pat, I'm in Poland. Tyson's in Mississippi? Bro, this is actually Unhinged worldwide. Like, are you guys actually being truthful? I thought everyone was just kind of in, like, the tri-state area here. I was thinking, like, maybe a Connecticut, New York, maybe like a Pennsylvania. Carl's in Wisconsin. You guys are awesome. This is awesome. I never knew this before. We got 2 Wisconsins. KG Baseball says, yeah, I think you told that story on Twitch before. I love math, but math teacher's the worst. That's very true. But chat, let's make some predictions as far as Jameson Taillon's start tonight. We know how bad it was in his last start against the Phillies. Didn't even make it out of the first inning. Hopes are a little bit higher for Taillon tonight, simply because he's at home. Like we went over, his splits are much better when he's at home. So, chat, what are we thinking for his final line? Give me some predictions. I see a bunch more of you guys kind of saying where you're from. I see Arizona, Kentucky. Pat, I'm at C. North Carolina, Virginia. That's crazy. You guys are awesome. But Yankee fan says 5 innings, 4 runs or so. Wyatt says less than 5 and more than 3 earned runs. Martin says he's going to give up like 3 runs. Yeah, I think that's kind of fair. I think if I had to make the prediction for Taillon's start tonight, I would probably go 5 innings, 3 earned runs. Probably like 5 Ks. like a typical Tyone start. It's probably like as simple as that. I don't know. I think I want to see some more consistency from Tyone. I think we just need to see him kind of just do very well. Just so I could get my hopes up about him a little bit more. Right now, like, when Tyone pitches, it's kind of like a J-Happ situation for me. Like, I'm just so confident that we're not going to win. And I think the only thing that might help Tyone today is kind of like the atmosphere that's going to happen in the Bronx. And I think Yankee Stadium is going to be ridiculous. I think if anybody's planning on missing tonight's game, don't. Because it's going to be a real sight to see. I hope it's sold out. I'm pretty sure it will be sold out. It's going to be fun. It's really going to be fun. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Jesus, Leanna. Shout out to Leanna with the $50 dono. My hat goes off to you. Damn. Everyone, shout out to Leanna in the chat. Let me get a hashtag Leanna Legend. Leanna the Legend. Oh my. Yo, we're putting my hat backwards for that. Good Lord. Shout out to you. We're the Bryant finger guns. We might have to run that back like 5 times. Jeez. Hashtag Leanna the Legend. Appreciate you so much. Give me those Bryant finger guns. Bang, bang, bang. Her prediction is 5.3 innings, which I guess would be 6. 3 runs, 4 walks, 7 hits, 5 Ks. Damn. I'm still mind blown from the $50 dono. You guys are awesome. Listen, shout out to Leanna. That's amazing. Hashtag Leanna the Legend. But I think that's kind of a fair prediction here. If he goes 6, I'd love it. 3 runs, bang, I'll take it. 4 walks, kind of not on the good side. But 7 hits, 5 Ks. I guess that's kind of like a typical Tyone start, though, right? Like 5 to 6 innings, 3 earned runs. That's typical. But let's run back those Bryant finger guns one more time for Leanna. Bang, bang, bang. Appreciate you so much. Let's go. Wyatt says the crowd might boo him. Probably. Yeah, probably. But they will. If he performs bad, you could guarantee Tyone's going to walk off to a bunch of boos. For sure. But Yankee fan says do 100 bomb. Yo, if someone drops 100 bomb, I'd probably just lose my mind. But Austin says, Pat, if Tyone goes 6+, I'll skate $300. If you donated $300, I would probably lose my mind. Like $50, I'm losing my mind. I could only imagine 300. I would actually just piss myself probably. But once again, run back those Bryant finger guns for Leanna. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go. $50 super chat. You're the best, Leanna. Let's see. Let's see if I miss any of the predictions as far as Tyone goes. Cookie Monster says 6 innings, 3 runs, 5 Ks. Jesse says Tyone will go 6 Ks, 6 innings. Looks like a lot of people have Tyone between like that 5 to 6 inning bracket. I would take that. I can't see Tyone going more than 6 though. There's actually no way. If he goes 7, I'll do. Chat, what do you guys want me to do if he goes 7 innings tonight? I'll like do push-ups on stream or something stupid like that. I have no idea. But Not So Family Fun Vision says, on the Pat and Dan Twitter, you looked and sounded like a 12-year-old kid in the first clip. Yeah, good times. That first clip is from 2018. I don't know if you guys remember. I don't know if any of you guys actually tuned into any of the content like back then. But we did like podcasts like once every 3 months, to be honest. Also, I didn't mention this about the Pat and Dan show, but we're going to do like all the episodes like live on YouTube, obviously. But I think after maybe like a month or so, we're going to start taking like those live videos and start uploading them to Spotify and like Apple as like audio podcasts. Because I know a lot of people have mentioned like you guys want audio podcasts, like you could listen on your way to work or whatever. So we're going to start doing that with the Pat and Dan show, like once we get kind of like the structure down. So yeah, keep that in mind. But Jordan says, don't let him go 3rd time through. That's basically the key, yeah. I don't know Tyone's stats so far this season when he goes the 3rd time through. I don't even know if he's done it before because I think there's only 1 start he's made where he pitched into the 7th. So it might be 1 start where he went 3 times through the order. But other than that, I can't really see it happening. Fletcher says, haha, I'm at school most of the time when the games are on. I'm year 8, almost high school. So year 8, I guess, means like 8th grade. So you're like graduating middle school, I guess. If you're graduating middle school, shout out to you, bro. Benji says, when is Adam Warren getting a chance this year? How has Adam Warren done so far this year? I haven't really been keeping up with him in AAA. Let's pull up his numbers real quick, chat. Let's do that. No, I don't want his MLB stats. Baseball Reference. No. Bad Baseball Reference. Minor league stats. All right, so it looks like so far this season, Adam Warren's actually doing pretty decent. In 10 games, he's 3-0 with a 2.45 ERA. He actually started one game, and he has one save as well. He's given up 5 earned runs in 18 and a third inning. Not too bad. I don't know when he'll get his opportunity, but I guess we'll see. Alex says, did we do score predictions? We did not do score predictions. Chat, hit me with your score predictions for tonight. Let's go. Do we think the Yankees are going to win? Do we think they're going to lose? Do we think they're going to tie? You think it's going to end in tie? Just go like 15 innings, just tied 1-1. Then they're just like bang. But I think as far as the final score goes today, I'm going to predict the Yankees win. I really do. I think the Yankees are going to win. With the full crowd, 100% capacity, no masks. You're going to hear everyone screaming. I think the Yankees are going to be pumped. They want to win tonight for the fans in the crowd. For some reason, I'm not trying to like hype it up too much, but I feel like it might be like a postseason atmosphere, if I'm not going to be mistaken. I really think it will be. But I have the Yankees winning tonight by a score of 8-3. I think the bats are going to really come alive tonight. I think Caprillian's kind of going to falter. I think just a young guy making his debut, not his major league debut, but his debut in front of a major crowd like this is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be a lot for him. I don't know. I think the Yankees kind of rock him. Shout out to James Caprillian. Wish him the best for his career. I just can't see him pitching too well tonight. I'm just saying. So yeah, 8-3 Yankees. Let's see what you guys got. I see 7-2 Yankees, 4-3 Yankees, 8-6. Austin says 10-5 A's win. I don't like that too much. I see 4-3 Yanks, 5-3 A's, 13-6 Yanks, 7-3, 4-3, 6-4. Yeah, it looks like everyone kind of has the Yankees winning tonight. Looks like we have a couple people predicting blowouts as well. Not So Family Fun Vintage says 10-8 Yanks. I like that. Jesse says 15-0 Yanks. KG Baseball says 15-5. Austin Lugo says Pat Tyone throws 104 miles per hour in the first inning. I'll take that. Listen, if Tyone throws 104 in the first inning, his arm's probably going to fly off. Like, as he lets go of the ball, his arm's going to go with the ball. And it's just going to fly into, like, Higgy's glove. It's going to be as simple as that. But Fletcher says 7-5 walk-off. I'll take a walk-off win tonight. Could you guys imagine how crazy a walk-off win would be tonight in front of, like, the 100% crowd? Would be ridiculous. But yeah, Ohtani is in the home run derby. He did announce that. If anybody saw, Aaron Judge did kind of make a comment as far as his place in the home run derby. He said he's not interested, unless it comes to Yankee Stadium, which would be interesting because the new Yankee Stadium has not had an All-Star Game / home run derby yet. Last time the Bronx did have it was in 2008, and that was when the old stadium was still around. So, listen, I'm kind of happy that Aaron Judge isn't planning on doing the home run derby. He just needs to worry about his health right now and worry about being productive for the Yankees this season. He already won it. He already proved what he could do in a home run derby. He could beat anybody. Everyone else is no competition to him, really. So I'm glad that he's just kind of focusing on this season, and all the other stuff is just extra. But THG says, I bet the Angels are nervous about Ohtani in the home run derby. Yeah. Listen, personally, I hope no Yankees participate in it. I really do. The home run derby is a really fun watch. Maybe we'll do a watch party for it once that time comes around, just because I feel like that would be a pretty fun watch party. But, yeah, it's really fun to watch, but I just hope no Yankees are in it, because it seems like something always happens, whether if it's an injury or, like, the messes with their swing, something down that road. But, yeah, Henry says predicting the final score in the home run hitters is like predicting trades that could be made. Basically, yeah, it's still a fun thing to do, though. Like, looking back, like, I love making the home run predictions every night, making the pitching stat line and the final score predictions. It's fun, okay? It's fun. But with that being said, let me recap kind of my predictions for tonight. I said Judge and Miggy were both going to go yard. A lot of you guys picked Odor, so maybe he does as well. I don't know. As far as Tyone's final line, I have him going 5 innings, 3 earned runs, kind of like a typical Tyone home start, maybe about 5 Ks. And then for a final score, I have the Yankees winning 8-3, 100% capacity. Should be a really fun game tonight. Once again, appreciate everybody for stopping by. Once again, shout to Leanna with the crazy massive dono tonight, $50 super chat. Really appreciate you, Leanna. Also, Jesus, a bunch of donos tonight as well. Appreciate you, Jesus. I will be live directly after the game for the post game tonight, so stay tuned for that. Bunch of links in the description as well. Discord, really fun group chat with a bunch of Yankee fans. You guys go crazy on there during the games. Also, Unhinged merchandise, unhingedclothing.shop. You guys could tune into that if you guys want to purchase any of the shirts you ever see me wearing. Also, Newsbreak, posting exclusive content on there. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more. You guys should know the deal by now. I'm going live before and after every single Yankees game this season. I'll see you for the post game. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Let's go Yankees. 100% capacity tonight. Gonna win against the A's. 4 in a row. Peace.